Hello and greetings to everyone. We will continue with 8, which is test of divisibility. Take V, I. Test of divisibility. When we talk of test of divisibility, for example, we can be given two numbers A and B, such that A is greater than B, and we are required to check if the number A can be divided by the number B without any remainder. Let's write this down. Here we shall learn quick ways. We shall learn quick ways of checking whether a large number can be divided divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 25. So we are going to do test of divisibility of any given number by the following numbers. Then we go by the margin. We take A, that is the first one. The number is divisible. By 2 if the last digit of the number is a 0 or an even number. Example, if you take the number 10, 10 is divisible by 2. If we divide 10 by 2, we are going to obtain 5. If we take another number, 782, it is divisible by 2 because the last digit of this number is an even number. If we take the number 19,758, is divisible by 2 because the last digit of this number is an even number, which is 8. Let's take another example. 143,000. This number is divisible by 2. You can see the number ends with zeros. Let's go now to B. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is a multiple of 3. Let's take for example e.g. let's take the first one. If you take the number 21, if we sum the digits of the number 21, we know 2 plus 1 is equal to 3, and 3 is a multiple of 3. That's why 21 is divisible by 3. 21 is divisible by 3. Next, if you take 2i, next example, if you take the number 348, if we sum the digits of this number, we have 3 plus 4 plus 8, which is simply equal to 15, and 15 is a multiple of 3. Therefore, the number 348 is divisible by 3. Now let's go to C. C says a number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last two digits of a given number is a multiple of 4. Let's take examples. We take for example the number 148. The number 148 is divisible by 4 because the number formed by the last two digits of this number is 48, and 48 is a multiple of 4. Next, you take the number 10,312. This number is divisible by 4 because the number formed by the last two digits of this number is 12, which is a multiple of 4. We go now to the next one. We go to D. A number is divisible by 5 if the number ends with the digit 0 or the digit 5. E.g., if you take the number 25, it is divisible by 5. If you take the number 1500, it is divisible by 5. If you take the number 42,535, it is divisible by 5. We go now to E. A number is divisible by 6 if the number is an even number, that means the number is divisible by 2. The number is an even number and the number is divisible by 3. Bracket the sum of its digits. Sum of its digits is a multiple. Is a multiple 3. That's how we know if a number is divisible by 3. E.g., if you take 180, 180 is an even number. That means it is divisible by 2. Next, now we need to check if it is divisible by 3. If we sum the digits of this number, 1 plus 8 plus 0 gives us 9, which is a multiple of 3. That means 180 is divisible by 3. In this case, now we can conclude that 180 is divisible by 6. We take the next number, take the number 954. Yes, take 954. This is an even number. Last digit of this number is even. Next, now we need to check if we sum the digits of this number, it is a multiple of 3. If you take 9 plus 4, 9 plus 4 plus 5, this will simply be equal to 9 plus 4 gives us 13 plus 5, 18. 18 is a multiple of 3. That means this number is divisible by 3. We can conclude that 954 is divisible by the number 6. Now we go to F. A number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by the last 3 digits, the number formed by the last 3 digits of the given number is a multiple of 8. Let's take, for example, we take the number 2360. This number 2360 is divisible by 8 because the number formed by the last 3 digits of this number 360 is a multiple of 8. Now let's go to G. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is a multiple of 9. Let's take, for example, e.g., we take the number 1233. This number is divisible by 9. It's divisible by 9. It's divisible by 9. Since if we sum the digits here, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3. 1 plus 2 gives us 3, plus 3 gives 6, plus 3 gives us 9. And 9 is a multiple of 9. Therefore, this number is divisible by 9. We go now to H. H. A number is divisible. A number is divisible by 10 if the number ends with the digit. The number ends with the digit 0. Let's take, for example, take the number 50. 50 is divisible by 10. It ends with 0. Take the number 7890. It is divisible by 10. Take the number 38,790. It is divisible by 10 because it ends with 0. We take the number 189,000. It is divisible by 10. This number ends with zeros. Go now to I. A number is divisible by 12 if it is the number is divisible by 12 if it is divisible by the numbers 3 and 4. That means if you can divide a number by 3, it leaves no remainder, and if you can divide the number by 4, it leaves no remainder, then you conclude that the number is divisible by 12. Let's take, for example, e.g., if you take the number 12, 12 is divisible by both 3 and 4. If we sum the digits of the number 12, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, and 3 is a multiple of 3. That means it's divisible by the number 3. The next, the number 12 is divisible by 4 because the number formed by the last two digits of the number 12, which is simply 12, is a multiple of 4. So we conclude therefore 12 is divisible by 12. You can see 12 is even a multiple of 12. The next, if you take the number 36, 36 is divisible by 12 because 36 is divisible by both 3 and 4. If you sum the digits of 36, it gives 9, which is a multiple of 3. The number 36 is a multiple of 4. We conclude it is therefore divisible by 12. The next, we take the number 180 is divisible by both 3 and 4. Therefore divisible by 12. We take the number 1836 is divisible by both 3 and 4. If you sum the digits of this number, we have 1 plus 8 plus 3 plus 6. So this will give us 1 plus 8, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 6 gives 18, which is a multiple of 3. The number formed by the last two digits of The number 1836 is simply 36, which is a multiple of 4. So we conclude therefore this number is divisible by 12. We go now to G. A number is divisible by 25 if the number formed the last two digits a given number, the last two digits of the given number is a multiple of 25. For example, if you take the number 775, is divisible by 25 because the number formed by the last two digits of this number is simply 75, and 75 is a multiple of 25. Next, if you take the number 36,825, this number is divisible by 25 because the number formed by the last two digits of this number is 25, and 25 is a multiple of 25. Now we are going to end by taking this exercise for application on this exercises for application. The first one says state whether or not following the following numbers divisible or not divisible by the ones in brackets. Question A, we have the number 324 and we have to check whether it is divisible by 2. For question B, we have the number 325 and we have to check whether it is divisible by the number 5. For C, we have the number 738 and we have to check whether it is divisible by the number 6. And lastly, for D, we have the number 14,058 and we have to check whether it is divisible by the number 9. Question 2 says check whether the number 5,166 is divisible by 2, 3, 6 and 9. Now we are going to answer these exercises. We are going to take down solution. The first one, question 1, it says state whether or not the following numbers are divisible or not divisible by the ones in brackets. Take note, we are going to make use of the properties we have just seen above. We are not to make use of a calculator. The first one says we have to state whether the number 324 is divisible by 2. Number 324 is an even number, therefore it is divisible by 2. Write it down. The number 324 is divisible by 2 because it is an even number. So you stay with the reason. The next one, if you go to B, we have the number 325. You have to check whether it is divisible by 5. The number 325 is divisible by 5 because the last digit of this number is 5. It ends with a 5. So you write it down. The number 325 is divisible by 5 because its last digit is 5. Remember, a number is divisible by 5 if the last digit of that number is either 0 or 5. We go now to the next one to see. We have the number 738. Okay, to check whether this number is divisible by 6. Remember, a number is divisible by 6 if the number is an even number and the number is divisible by 3. First, the number, let's write the first point, the number 738 is an even number. It's true. You can see the last digit of this number is 8, which is an even number. Therefore, the number 738 is an even number. Then the next point now, we have to check whether the number is divisible by 3. And for us to check whether the number is divisible by 3, we are going to sum the digits of this number. Sum the digits of the number 738. If we sum the digits, we have to check whether it is a multiple of 3. This will give us 7 plus 3 plus 8. 7 plus 3 plus 8 gives us 18. And 18 is a multiple of 3. 18 is a multiple of 3. Therefore, the number 738 is divisible by 3. Number 738 is divisible by 3. Then from here now we can conclude, since it is an even number and it is divisible by 3, therefore the number is divisible by the number 6. Therefore, the number 738 is divisible by 6. We are done. We go now to the next question. The next question, we have to check whether the number 14,058 is divisible by 9. Okay, we know a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is a multiple of 9. So we are going to start by summing the digits of this number. We have 1 plus 4 plus 0 plus 5 plus 8. This will simply be equal to 1 plus 4 gives us 5. 5 plus 0 remains 5. 5 plus 5 gives us 10. And 10 plus 8 gives us 18. You know, 18 is a multiple of 9. 18 is a multiple of 9. Then we conclude, therefore, the number 14,058 is divisible by 9. We are done. Now we move now to the next question. Question 2. Question 2 says, check whether the number 5,166 is divisible by 2, 3, is divisible by 2, 3, 6, and 9. The first hyphen, you see that the number 5,166 is an even number. The last digit of this number is 6, which is an even number. Therefore, it is divisible by 2. The number 5,166 is an even number. Therefore, it is divisible by 2. Take now the next hyphen. We have to check whether it is divisible by 3. And this number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is a multiple of 3. So let's sum the digits. Of 5,166. We take 5 plus 1 plus 6 plus 6. It gives us 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 6. It gives us 12. 12 plus 6 gives us 18. 18 is a multiple. 18 is a multiple of 3. We conclude, therefore, number 5,166 is divisible. It's divisible by 3. We go now to the next one. We have to check whether the number is divisible by 6. We know a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3. We can see here and here the number 5,166 is divisible by 2 because it is even. It is divisible by 3 because the sum of its digits is equal to 18, which is a multiple of 3. So we can conclude that it is divisible by the number 6. Write this down. Since 5,166 is divisible by both 2 and 3, therefore it is divisible by 6. Next, we have to check whether it is divisible by 9. We know a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is a multiple of 9. Let's sum the digits again. This will give us 5 plus 1 plus 6 plus 6, which is equal to 18. And we know that 18 is a multiple of 9. Since 9 times 2 is equal to 18. 18 is a multiple of 9. From here now we can conclude, therefore, the number 5166 is divisible by 9. And we are done with the correction of the exercise for application. If in case you have any worries, make sure you ask your questions at the comment section.